What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Hollow Shroud Gaming. Well, we are back playing Hyperborea 3rd Edition by Northwind Adventures. We're currently playing every 3 weeks, and hopefully we'll notify you if that changes. For those watching on YouTube, thanks again for allowing us to entertain you. And I want to give a shout out to the Exploration Station. Thanks for watching. We are playing in an arc called Shadow of a Forgotten King, and we've previously been playing and posting full parts. Tonight we'll be playing part 3, Acts 3 and 4. Act 3 will be available on the channel as soon as possible. Act 4 will premiere on the following Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And to get caught up, if you need to get caught up, the current arc is available at the link. Let us know in the comments what your victory looked like. My name's John. I'm playing from just north of Toronto, Canada. I'll be the referee for this adventure, and I want to introduce a few of my friends. 6 of the players. I have the six of them. Only 5 tonight. I have the privilege of gaming with at the moment. Let everyone know who you are and what character you are playing. Below me in the headset, looking off to the side from, I don't know if it's sunny in California where you are.
It's always sunny where I'm at. Hey everyone, my name is Brian. Coming from you from beautiful Northern California. Tonight I'll be playing Daglin Macross, a Kimry Celt thief of 3rd level, favored son of Rel, and a failed musician. And yeah, so it's going to be exciting tonight.
Awesome. Below Brian in the red, it's not a Terminator. Sure it is.
Punisher.
Is it or Punisher? Terminator. Punisher is what I meant. Yes.
I am Bob. I'm playing from Central Mass tonight, and I will be playing Bork Torbjornsson, a Viking Ranger.
Excellent. And below Bob in the vertical, wearing the Bears jersey from Chicago.
Is my my screen tilted?
Yeah,
the Bears.
Sorry.
if you
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Let's try this.
There we go. We can
It's
still
doing the opposite of what it did. Doing the opposite of what it did before. But anyways, need a new camera. My name is Jeff. I am from pretty much the Midwest, like right in the dab in the center. I am playing Varkun King. I am a cleric of Auroras. I am snooty. I am mouthy, and I am the pinnacle of what a Hyperborean should be.
excellent. Below Jeff in the sunny Southern California.
Yeah, my name is Sam Dennis. I'm playing Ka of Mu, a Mooish warrior who is kind of an expat from his homeland, and he's kind of wandering the earth. He's pretty closed-mouthed. The Mooish language doesn't have all that many words, only a few hundred, so he's not used to a lot of talking, but he's getting better.
All right, and below Sam in in dire need of a new camera, we have Ghost.
Yeah, sadly I don't have a new camera yet, so I'll be playing Dis Yale, your half-blooded pick, and your wandering death soldier and collector of dead things.
Excellent. We'll get some music rolling here while I
Former veterinarian.
go through the intro. All right. So earlier, as Varkun and Dis prepared to part ways, an unfamiliar man emerged from the idol. 3 other members of the party appeared as well, and Dis vanished within. As cooler heads prevailed, the young man, one Artagan McConnell, explained he was missing a book. Seeking it urgently, they visited Kesserin Falls, and ultimately returned to Mistress Maruk. was a little bit disappointed that they hadn't finished their other job. And she had heard where the book may be. And as more confusion began to set in as to how old the young man really was and how long he had been inside the idol, they returned to their previous job, seeking the shadow of one Cale Marvane. Returning to that task, hunting the shadow thief or the memory broker, as they had been identified, the group returned to the Gloamgutter Inn and performed a ritual spell, the last light of the 11th hour. They followed a growing crack of shadow into the courtyard, only to be set upon by a creature capable of stealing skills, at least momentarily. And following the shadow through the streets of the ruined quarter, they came to a sinkhole upon which once stood the old lunar observatory. Above what Varcoon mentioned during the spell was a place called the Hollow Deep. The sinkhole was surrounded by a group that swiftly turned and multiplied and attacked, capable of some sort of memory displacement. They also released a solemn, discordant note upon death that caused many of the adventurers' self-image to become unraveled. Some of them experiencing massive charisma loss. Some far more than others. You're alive for now. Before I ask what your next move is, as Artagan begins to step forward to start searching the bodies, he's let out a little cry before it was captured, and he vanished, and the light on the idol winked out. And at that same moment, the lights of Dis and Ka turned on, and they appeared at the same time.
Well, how nice of you to join us.
Yes.
That is all
Well-
you have to say for yourself is yes.
I'm with you. I was with you already.
Oh, that's right. So where are the other two?
I don't know.
They all look
My
alike.
Dis and Ka, you both notice that Varcoon and Bork seem far less themselves and seem to be a little more rude or a little more out of sorts.
Oh, yeah.
And who am I seeing laying around here?
There are a number of bodies. There's 4 actually. When everybody starts looking, there's some creatures that look. Their mouths were held open by a wire, and their hollow eyes. They've currently been dispatched.
So is it just like clothing and stuff that's left over, or there actual like a physical
There's a physical
form?
a physical form there, but it's slowly fading.
Looking at it, have I ever seen this type of undead? Read about it? Heard about it? Or do I know it's undead? Or I'm assuming it is.
Yeah, you're assuming it is. I would say that you've never seen anything or heard of anything like this before.
What about me? I look at them, and is it something that I remember?
No, they look to you. They look more created, and
Okay.
and
So they're kind of like some sort of construct.
Yeah, they're partial constructs and partial. And looks like they could be partially undead, or could have been partially undead.
Why did they attack us?
Where's the boy? Last thing I remember, we were at the farmhouse, and there's a boy that appeared. It's his fault. Where is he?
That is unimportant at the moment. Right now, we need to. We need to depart from this area. We'll explain all once we get to a safe spot.
That seems wise.
We have
Good
set
idea.
a trap. We have set a probably a ancient trap down this well. How that happened, I don't know.
Wherever here is.
Yeah, so you guys are in a portion of the city. You were here, but you were in this portion of the city before, but this this ruined quarter, this portion of the ruined quarter, far more ruined than any of the other areas that you had been to. Where the Gloamgutter Inn was relatively nice, but you're also noticing it's dark and. But only for your night's only going to last an hour, maybe a little bit longer.
We should regroup somewhere else.
Wait, where's
what?
Shadow?
It's disappeared.
Oh, great. Now I gotta make a new one.
Um,
Oh well.
do we know the? I don't want to go back to the tavern that we departed from. Is there anything nearby that we could see that's like still open or whatever?
This street, no, it's been as you followed that the shadow miasma crack down the street, it had gone down this giant sinkhole, but it's pretty much a ruined street.
Let's keep going toward our destination, and maybe we'll find something along the way. I don't want to backtrack. Yes, no, don't everybody
away.
speak up at once.
No, Khan nods. Khan nods affirmation.
We're going to have to give you. We're going to have to give everybody some speech lessons.
Gentlemen, I take it we're familiar
gentle
with.
I am a
with the
gentle Borean.
Cromarian.
Thank you.
I imagine we're all familiar with this the city of Cromarian, correct? We've been here long enough to kind of
Yes.
know the districts and whatnot.
Yes, yes, my people flourished here once until the apes evolved into something. But yes,
Oh yes,
Didn't
and
they-
don't forget the snakes.
Didn't they die out?
Daglin took a course. Anyhow, I would like to take my friends. I have a wonderful idea of where we can go. Absolutely. So let's take our friends to a wonderful gambling and courtesan house. That's
You have a good
kind
idea?
of discreet.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Question.
discreet.
before we do this, do you owe any money to this establishment?
Now that's an unfair question. I do, but that's still an unfair question.
Oh, I think it's completely fair.
Well, since you're such a smooth talker, lead on to this establishment that you speak of.
I'm telling you, this is you guys are gonna have the night of your lives. Absolutely. Moo, I look over, I hand him a jug of wine, and I say in the language of Moo, very broken, drink fun. And I just hand it over.
I am sorry if
There you go.
Drink fun.
what am I saying sorry for? What am I insane? Yes, I need a drink.
All right.
I
Absolutely.
swap the hyperborean on the butt on the way out, and we go.
See, that is something we can all agree upon. Yes. Even you, my edge lord. Let's go. We're gonna find you another puppy, my friend.
What is this edgelord you speak of?
So yeah, I'd like to take them to a pretty discerning, like a 3-star on the Zagat, right? Just something that will pay a little more coin, but they're a little more tight-lipped about the clientele.
All right. So as you move through the hall, halls street, they're almost hall like streets. Most of these buildings are crumbling, or and the ones that aren't crumbling are repaired, and people have been working on them as you're getting closer to some of the other quarters, and you start moving through another street. You turn a corner, and the broken marble streets almost seem to vanish, and you start to see a pattern in the streets, and it's striking. Some of the pattern you're not sure, but as the lights beginning to increase, you can see that the streets that used to, the pattern looked like black and white, but as it got brighter, it became green and white, and you realize that you're walking into the Jade Quarter. And not far from the temple of the Toad God, surrounded by perfume gardens and a few shuttered tea houses, is a small tiered structure of lacquered gneiss and pale blue ceramic tile, latticed balconies draped with crimson silks, and statues of forgotten deities watch from alcoves, their features worn to near erotic ambiguity. And the scent of lotus oil and opium-laced perfumes lingers in the air. Daglin says, "Welcome to the house of Amaranthine Vales."
I told you, boys.
Nice.
This is my
Well.
kind of place.
Don't threaten us with a good time. Let us enter.
But as you walk in, you see there's a few people laying about in the bar area, and some of them turn and look. They look specifically at Bork. They look at Barcoon, and then they look and go and see a little small woman, mooish woman, walks up and says, "Daglin, my friend, it's been so long. Why have you not come to see Virix recently?" She says, "I'm disappointed. However, your group, they seem a little odd, not quite as reserved as some of your other friends you've brought in the past."
I gotta tell you, Ma, we've had a rough couple weeks. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Usually, my fellows here are up for much more fun and carousing, but as of the last couple days, we are weary from travel. We just want to have a mild night, Ma. I got the money I owe you. These are some of my friends, and they all have great credit. We have coin to spend, and we'd love to spend it here. And Ma, I got your money. We can take care of that.
Very well, very well. Please be seated at the bar, and some of the girls will, or boys, it's up to you, will be by to see you. She nods over at the large another Khmeri Kill man, who Daglin says, you nod at Nuko, but he nods back, and you know that he's not going to talk. He's mute. But he, as you sit, Daglin reveals the tale that the bouncer had once killed a white ape, barehanded.
Impressive.
That's a tough thing.
not much of a talker, but this is a place where roughhousing is looked down upon, gentlemen.
And
I'm not feeling like myself. Do they have anything that I can use to forget for a while? That's what I want.
yes, and as you're sitting there, Shinari, a bard, walks by, and she says, "Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome, welcome." She says, "I'm Shinari of the Uncut Voice. Shall I sing you a song?"
Entertain us.
And as she begins playing her lute and getting into a regular like a regular beat, almost one that it looks like Daglin starts digging out something else to play along, thinking that he'll entertain her. She begins to sing, but in a language that none of you understand. And you can see, looking around, you see some of the women that are there. They're all nodding, but the men all look as confused as you. Singing a song that only the women can hear and understand, but the men do not.
I'm just so ready to drink out of Salma Hayek's foot right now. That's just awesome. And I don't even like feet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting that vibe right now. Like, oh shit. Get Ric Flair a shot. We gotta get my hyper boy friend relaxed.
God hits the bar, orders wine, and just begins staring.
As things get serious, some of the ladies are a little more taken aback by Orc's appearance and his demeanor and that of Varcoon and Ka, and you see Virix is busy talking to a couple of the ladies, and they come over and entertain you. And well,
You say the proprietor is Mooish?
yes,
Is she still out and around?
yeah, she's trying to find you some entertainment for the rest of the evening.
I'm just sitting there on
Sure, if I can.
holding my pitcher of beer.
I'm just kind of sitting there, just kind of like staring into whatever beverage is in front of me.
Is she in a place I can approach her, or is she left?
She's busy. She's in and out and bring a girl down, and they're all coming over, but
I mean, leave her to what she's doing, but I keep an eye on her. I'm going to want to talk to her when it's
Okay.
available. Otherwise, I just start staring at the pretty girls.
all right. So as they all come and offer to take you for an evening or afternoon or morning of pleasure and rest. Is there anything anybody else would like to do?
I'm
Yes.
yeah, go ahead.
So I'm looking for a server for food because obviously I'm hungry. Secondly, I need to go search their discard pile for bones and remnants and whatnot because I got some work to do if I need to make a new shadow.
And as you tell the girl who had come over, and you said you'd like to get some food. She says, yes, we will go get food. So she runs off to a point, a little curtain doorway, and ultimately would return with a plate of grapes and cheese and crackers and various meats and things. She
I start on the meats.
and she says a discard pile. Meaning we don't really have one here for what it is that you're looking for. Not in the Jade Quarter.
You don't have any bones left over from your meat?
No, it's all prepared and brought in prior. So it's all like cured meats and that type of thing. It's already brought in and prepared here.
Huh. So where's the nearest
Nice.
butcher?
Where's the nearest butcher? He won't be open for
Mm.
several hours, but
So here's the deal. You have a client that is very interested in bones. I'm sure we can find a room to procure my esteemed friend here to be able to quench his thirst for such luxuries.
Last time you started talking, I threw you through a door.
Hey, that's true. That's true. That's true. My back still hurts from that. We got to get him some more bones, I take it, yeah? How many, what do you need? Just like rats or like any kind of
Rats,
small kind of
dogs,
bones?
cats, rib bones from a pig or a
Chicken.
cow, fish. I don't care. Bird bones.
Okay,
I
any
need
kind
enough
of
to make
bone?
another shadow. Y'all
Okay.
made the last one disappear, so
Yeah, we need another one. Okay. That's going to be
okay. How long would you need to prepare this shadow? She's looking on the floor. She's a little bit confused. Noticing that you have your shadow.
a couple hours.
Come with me. We will have an evening. We will have a rest. I can help you find something.
After food, we'll go hunt. We'll go hunting for bones. The butcher sounds like a good place to start, or the alleyway.
I'm
Farmers.
I'm just sitting there doing some of that lotus oil that you were talking about.
I
Excellent.
have this folder. You have to start with bones. Can you find a dog, kill it, and then attach other things to it?
I mean, yes, but most people are kind of possessive of their pets. I did that
Must-
once. It didn't go well.
Must be dogs in the street somewhere.
I mean, strays would work, I guess. I prefer them already dead, but I guess I can make do.
well, if I knew we were into that, I would have brought us to a different house. Okay.
Listen, you keep talking and you're going to eat through a straw.
Right. Let's see. We get Bork's just gonna down his beer and eat his meat until one of the ladies takes him upstairs.
Yeah.
And Varcoon, you would drink yourself into another stupor.
No, I'm not going to get that stupid. I'm
Not
just
not that stupid.
no, I'm just not feeling like myself after that fight. Something happened. I don't know.
Let's see.
I'm
Yeah,
just going.
not gonna-
I'm just going
Good
on
luck.
with that put in front of me.
And Ka.
Kai is drinking, watching ladies, eating cheese, and keeping an eye on the Mooish woman who he'd like to speak to.
Yes. Vyrix does notice that you're watching her and approaches, as the rest all begin to depart or are preoccupied. She comes up and approaches and says, "Greetings, a child of drowned Moo walks still. I thought the tides had claimed all but me. Tell me, do you remember? Or do you only wear the name?"
And I remember. When have you been home?
I have not. Are you happy
were
here,
born
or were you happier there?
There.
Yes. I believe pride is cheap in Chromarium. Any gutter rat can claim a lost lineage that stains your hands and mine. What God has claimed your shadow? Yeah.
Have you seen any of the people?
Not very many, not very often.
When was the last time?
I've seen a few odd ones. Not clients, but hunters looking for us. I've had a run-in or two. Those that want us to hide our own secrets, or make sure that the moon's secrets remain secret, not shared.
Always. But no one lately.
So,
Good.
yes, I would much prefer us to be respectful of each other, and
Peace.
as we carry the salt of the sea still, taste it in your silences. Come, sit. Let us speak.
Health and wealth, mother.
Let us speak not of home, but what has crawled from its tomb. And she invites you upstairs for a long chat about moon.
All right.
All right. And as you enjoy the company of some friends, get some rest. Those of you that had lost your charisma,
Ed,
gain it back.
who's that?
Oh. That feels better.
Yes.
Must have been the Loris oil brought me back.
As you all return and wake up in the morning, refreshed, whether it was the drink, whether it was the company of a partner, you all seem to feel better about your self-image. You do wonder about your new friend Artagan, whether he will have an improved self-image when he returns. And with that, Dis was able to head out with the young lady who got dressed in a little less than finery, hunting up bones at butcher shop, and sit there, and she seemed a little bit fascinated with the half-blood Pict and his new companion,
Strange.
and his strange companion, Shadow, who apparated from the bones and began walking.
Hmm.
It's always fun when they don't run away.
He disappeared and vanished when you did. Although,
I meant the witness,
Mhm.
the girl assisting. They normally run away screaming.
well, she was fascinated. Oddly. And
That was awesome.
in the morning or in the afternoon, whenever it was that you all return, Lyrics looks at Daglin and looks at the rest of them, and she smiles. And says, yes, she says, what is your hollow marked band up to these days, friends?
Go on. I'm sorry,
into
guys.
into the sinkhole.
Into the sinkhole. Oh, that sounds fun. You gotta buy me dinner first. Jesus.
Maybe
All
we
right.
find an alternate path into the sinkhole. Are there any sewers near there?
This is getting saucy. Maybe we find an alternate.
An open sinkhole. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a good idea though.
So, as you sit and you're discussing, you're usually kind of guarded. You're all guarded with your speech talking about your current mission and what's going on. Virix is there, and she overhears and she says, beneath the cracked dome of the old lunar observatory that's sunk in the ruined quarter, there's a winding stair that leads down beyond the observatory. It was once used for moonward rituals, and but no one has walked those stairs in living memory.
Do you know where they are?
They are at the sinkhole.
So we just need to look around there to find the stairwell down.
I would believe so. I believe some have ventured down, but not very many have
I mean,
returned.
we left out of there because we were concerned about there being a trap or something that we had sprung, right? Or something that was coming. That's why we got out of there so quickly. Or we feel confident that we can handle whatever there when we can go back.
Most of the guys were very their self-image was dashed.
We felt a little self-conscious.
They needed a couple of
Maybe a
swigs of wine and some
and some
some
company.
congenial company to get back into the swing of things.
That's right. That's right. We needed a slump buster, okay? Sure thing. It's fine. Everyone needs a win once in a while.
That's right.
No judging.
So when we go down, I should probably pick up some more arrows.
Excellent. Yes. Yes.
All right. Khan nods affirmative. He's ready to go.
Arrows are
Then we'll
easy
head
enough.
back. Yeah.
Arrows
that'd
are
be
easy
great.
enough to come by.
Let's get some of that.
And all of you have been indebted to Virix 50 gold pieces each.
Totally worth it.
Daglin, you're paying,
Private
right?
boon, fine wine, exotic foods, company of courtesans for conversation or companionship.
I learned the final guitar solo part for Freebird.
Mhm.
That cost me a lot of money.
Uh,
Let's do that.
there are definitely Daglin knows that there are definitely more indulgences that are available at the Vale for more prices.
Golden Lotus.
So, obtaining a few more arrows, all make your way back into the ruined quarter, peering down into the pit where a large building once stood. Looking down in the light of day, you can see bits and pieces of like tarnished copper. You can see some other sheets of metal, lots of broken glass. catch and light catch reflecting off of different places. What would you like to do?
Pull out a torch,
Yeah,
see if I can strike it real quick. And then
Yep.
hand it off.
I'll stick close to Borker in the torch if I can keep my shield and sword.
yes.
And
And
the
I'll
torch
stick goes to you. I'll cover you with the torch.
And Bork
I hand-
would tie the torch onto the top of the bow as before.
Nope. I hand it to the guy holding a shield, and he can hold it in his hand with the shield still.
You can drop it later.
That work? I was thinking if you were carrying the torch, I'd walk in front of you and take lead, and you can light our way.
Better for you to take lead with the torch. That way you don't have any black spots in
I-
front of you.
If John's good with it, I'm good with it.
Yes. We're
I
good.
feel like you hold on to a handle inside the shield, and I don't know how you would do both of those, but I'm good with it. If John's good with the logistics of that,
Well,
I am.
Okay.
When
That-
those two are trying to figure out how to use a torch, I'll send Shadow ahead.
Yes. So as Shadow bounds down the side of the sinkhole and into the into some of the ruins, he looks over his shoulder and attempts to let out a bark, but it doesn't come out as a bark. It comes out more as a almost the sound that a goat would make, like a rough, almost like like a screaming goat would make.
That's new. He normally doesn't make noises. Interesting. I'll make a note of this.
And turns over and disappears inside a relatively small opening, a smallish opening, big enough for any of you all to fit through.
Especially wee, tiny, little diminutive Ka.
Yeah, just Ka would have no problem getting through. Dis would probably have not much of a problem. Bork and Varkoon, on the other hand, both squeeze a little bit, get through, scrape a few little minor scrapes, and as you continue on through a lot of the wreckage, a collapsed building, deep inside a hole, you come to what would have been the ground floor. You see a lot of, in the bottom, black marble, white marble, almost square tiles, and then underneath a small stairway, you can see another wider stairway that leads down.
Slowly going down.
All right. So as you get onto this new stairway, it seems a little more stable, less like this could have been the original stairway, and it's a spiral staircase around the outside of this sinkhole, and it's wide open, but the stairs are made out of obsidian and bleach bone and leading down. And along the walls, the curved walls on the outside, old brass fittings hang, and mirror fragments embedded in the walls. But as you're walking past, you can see they reflect incorrect poses. You see yourself smiling in it, but you're grim. Others, you see Bork had scraped his cheek when he came through, but it didn't reflect the cut. Barcoon's scar on his face gone in the reflection. The air is cool, dry, oddly metallic, like a mausoleum full of hourglasses. No sounds echo here properly. As you take your steps, you step, and then a moment later you hear it. As you talk amongst yourselves, your voices return and echo, slightly altered. And who's in the front? As as you get down to a point,
Oh, that's right.
you as you're on the stairs, you go to put your foot down, and it doesn't want to go down. It wants to twist and push towards the wall. Gravity seems to no longer pull straight down here, but towards the wall. You notice the brass rail humming, vibrating to the rhythm of your pulse.
If I attempt to step up to it, am I literally standing sideways?
Yeah, as you begin to walk, it definitely wants to pull you sideways. I need you to make a test of dexterity for me, please.
Actually, before that, is there any dust on the stairs?
No, it's clean.
Oh, it's very
All
clean.
of us make a test of dex.
Oh, that was a a test of dex is the other one. It's a 12-sided, isn't it?
Yes.
I just ran. It's 12-sided?
6.
6,
Oh, I'm sorry. I see it now.
Is it a 6? Oh, it's the 6, yeah.
Six.
Success. And then Glenn, it's a failure. Ka's gonna have to roll a test of dexterity. It's the D6.
D6.
I did.
Oh,
I
fuck.
failed it.
You.
Yeah, I failed it.
Me.
So did I.
That's a hard fail.
All right. So, Bork is the only one who is able to catch it. I'm gonna one at a time. Varcoon, roll me D4.
Or what?
A D4.
D4.
A D4.
You cut out there for a second.
Yeah, no problem. So as you walk and you slip, you all of a sudden your shoulder slips into the floor, and your arm catches a small nick of a mirror, and you take 1 point of damage.
This is annoying.
Roll me D6. A
Sorry.
D6. Yes. As you trip and fall, your arm slips into a spot of cold shadow in the steps on the side as you're walking, and take 4 points of damage.
The shadow itself is cold.
Yeah. Diglin, roll me D4. You take 3 points as you put your whole hand down and right onto a big shard of mirror and glass, and cut your head. And then lastly, roll me a D4. You slip. You've seen the others slip and fall, but despite that, even trying to hang on, you fall and catch your knee on a shard of glass, and you take 1 point of damage.
I look back at everybody and go, "You guys can't even stand up straight?"
It's Crab's quarters.
But
So at
as-
this point, are we sticking to like a side wall? If the
yeah,
gravity is
you're standing
whipped
you're
to
standing on the
wall?
side of the wall, and like as you look up and down, it's to the left and to the right. But as you continue on, it starts to change again, and despite the challenges at the last time, you managed to not injure yourselves further. But as the hallway continues further down, you as you as you continue down, the stairway comes to almost an end. It's the stairway ends, and across the you can see that the stairway continues on the other side of the hole. But there's a bridge, and a narrow bridge. Looks to be covered in broken glass prisms, and some of the walls here begin to reflect and refract light.
What is the light source like that we can see? Or
It's a torch.
torch? Okay.
There's some light filtering from above, but with the sun doesn't rise overhead. It just kind of circles around the
Horizon.
Donna,
horizon.
sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Dagon.
Okay, so Daglin reaches into his coat, busts out his Swiss Army knife of holy symbols. He's gonna flip open the holy symbol of Lunaqua, and I'm gonna put it, and I want to see what the reflection is in one of the small one of the small shards. Does that reflection change, or does it appear as something else?
No, it does. It doesn't. It appears exactly as it is.
Do I feel any difference, like in the magnetic pull or whatever of the or the zero gravity effect? Do I feel any difference?
No, that's ended. So now you're back
Okay.
in a normal
Okay,
state.
but we're still changing. We're still changing faces within the within the shard's reflection. Just this.
Yeah,
this
that's on the
symbol did
that's
not.
on the outside wall. But this bridge leads across the middle of the
Gotcha.
hole, and then you can see that the stairs continue again on the other side.
All right. And it's dark, correct? I take it.
Other than the torch that you have.
All right. So I'm gonna go forward. I tell everyone to stay back for a second. I'm going to cautiously go forward. I'm gonna hug the right side of the bridge.
Okay.
And I'm going to scout. I'm going to look for traps.
Okay.
As I go
So
forward.
yes, go ahead and look
But
for.
Bob, hold on. Bob's got something.
You said that they were shards of what looked like broken prisms
The
on the
broken
bridge.
glass prisms on the floor. Yeah.
I would suggest rushing them to the side, not stepping on them, or trying to.
Oh, I'm
rush
sorry.
them.
I'm sorry. So they're on the floor
They're
of
on
the
the floor.
bridge.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna. Oh God. Of course we are. Okay, so we are going to walk on the fucking edge of the bridge like a Bay Area kid would do at the Golden Gate, and we're just gonna we're gonna just walk over there, and we're gonna check for traps while holding the symbol of Lanaqua, kind of like you know. I don't know if it's even doing
All
anything.
right.
But...
So as you step forward, you hear the glass sing, and the light flares not with heat, with sharp, invasive brilliance. Recalled shame. So as you walk, the light begins to move across the broken prisms, but they're not broken and loose. They're part of the floor.
Almost like cobblestone.
Yeah, but it's all, and then almost like a clear coat on top.
And they're not on the sides of the rails of the.
No, there's no rails on the sides of this.
Oh, gotcha. So
I
it's
would
either.
suggest that the thing that you're holding out in front, make sure it has some length of the chain or rope that it's on, so that if gravity changes again, it will swing. If you're holding it out in front of you, it may swing, showing gravity flipping.
That's true. We could do some kind of cordage on something. Okay, so I'll go forward, and I'll check for traps, and we will try to miss. Is there spots for me to even miss any of these stones, or just not?
No,
just
not at
like
all.
cobbled?
They're
Okay.
they're
So we're
like
just
tiny.
gonna walk.
They're about that big around.
Gotcha.
That big,
Okay.
and
They're part.
they're part of the floor.
Gotcha. All right, so we'll I'll check for traps and then slowly roll forward.
All right. So go ahead and give us a
D12.
D12. Yeah. Is that good or is that bad?
That's bad.
That's
I
bad.
think that
That's
Uh,
bad. You want low.
Yeah.
It's
So
a 10, right? Yeah, that's bad.
so as you're
Worst thief ever, I swear to God.
as you're moving across the bridge, the light still fractures unpredictably, and then you make it to the other side.
It's fine, you guys. Come on over.
I don't know if I'm as fleet of foot, but
Yeah, we'll cross over.
I'll cross
I'll
over,
start.
hand on rail.
There's no rail.
Oh, I thought he said on the side.
There's no rail. The railing is on the side for the stairs on the wall. But
Yeah, I thought I
there's
was
no
like,
railing
oh,
on
I'm just
there's no railing on the bridge.
Okay.
Gotta walk over it, baby.
Enter
Did,
bridge straight over.
All right. So
Smooth
Bork's going to cross. Anybody who's following Bork?
Yep, I'm crossing.
Okay. So
I'm crossing.
as Bork and is beginning to cross, and Ka is moving behind him, the light begins to really refract and bounce off prisms, and it starts to get hot. Both of you are going to have to make sorcery saves, or device or sorcery saves, your choice.
Me and
No, I got Bork and Ka.
oh, okay.
Ka is,
Man, I cannot make a roll today.
so make it roll a d12 or a d12, a d4 for me. Four. You take one of the light streaks across your arm, and you're gonna take 4 points of fire damage, radiant fire damage.
I suggest we go.
I'm just getting chipped away here. There's gonna be nothing left of me. So.
I suggest we douse or kind of block off the light from the torch as the next people move over. See if that helps prevent the laser.
Is it pitch black in here without the torch?
It's you can just see there's a little bit of ambient light coming from above, but not very much.
May just have to use that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, douse the torch.
Or not douse, but cover. Prevent the light from coming.
All right. So
I'll go last.
as you're moving across, Marcoon and Ka, or Marcoon and Dis are left. Dis said that he would go last. Marcoon.
Yeah. What am I doing? A feat of dexterity?
No, you just need to walk across all alone.
All alone.
All
That's
alone.
me. I am walking across all alone.
All alone. And as you slowly make it across, trying to not use as many, make as much noise or much movement. You make it across the four of you, and then Fist and Shadow. Slowly walk across, making it across the platform onto the stairway. Continues down. And as you continue down for another 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, you see the strange reflections, the odd reflections. Dis notices that when Shadow walks past, Shadow reflects a regular dog. When Varkoon walks past, he noticed that the scar on his cheek was no longer there.
Was handsome once.
I will be right back.
Curious.
Um,
When Shadow's not even made of dog parts,
hmm,
this place is unique in itself.
indeed it is. And as you continue further down, you get to the bottom. And at the bottom of the platform, the platform, it's overlooking like the floor underneath is an inverted reflection of the sky above. As you're looking at it, the sky is wrong. There's a dead sun, 2 black moons, and stars that none of you recognize. On the wall is a seamless mirror, embedded with 3 rotating rings that show reflected moments, but never from this life. Doors tall, seamless, oval silvered glass, set with an arch of black bone and lunar brass. No handle. 3 concentric rings shift slowly, showing images, not of this world, but from your past lives or dreams that never happened.
Do I recognize any of these things?
Uh,
Pass?
Some of them, as you're standing looking, you see some of the things from your past, but they quickly change to a dream that may have not happened.
Are these like personal,
Yes.
like memories? Like, hey, I always wanted. This is what it would have been like if you were a big rock star, or
Sure,
you know, if you
dreams
would have slayed the dragon, or
dreams
whatever.
that,
it may
dreams
be.
that never happened. Or
And every character is seeing a personal kind of vignette of these things or
Yes.
whatever.
A mirror of
That's-
Eris
That's
kind of
creepy
thing.
as hell, by the way.
Mhm.
There's awful magic abound in this place. And this is a mirror. You said it's a 6-foot tall bone.
it's a 6-foot tall mirror with black bone around the outside, and then there's 3 circles
Are there
rotating in the middle of the
anything-
mirror.
any writings or anything around the outside on the black bone?
No, not at all.
Okay. What about on the rings themselves?
As Bork, so as you approach, you start to look at the reflection. It doesn't mimic you, but it's you. it speaks in a voice half of yours. And it says, "You left me behind, though I followed you still. You forgot me, but I remember everything. What did you abandon?" Put that up here.
Do we all hear this or just him?
He hears it.
So we don't see that. We don't see that reflection. We just see what we see for ourselves.
You won't see the reflection. Like he's up at the mirror and he's now engaged with the mirror at some point.
Yeah, I put my hand up to the others and I say, I see myself in the mirror and I just asked myself a riddle. And then I repeat the riddle back to them. You left me behind, though I followed you still. You forget me, but I remember everything. What did you abandon? And I look back to them and I go, I'm thinking, shadow? It's always behind me and always following me. Typically,
How would I remember?
your shadow.
I walk up and investigate it next to him.
So you, as Dis walks up, it's still keyed on Bork.
Still key to me.
Yeah.
I wish we had our wizard with us. Oh wait, we have our clerk. You might know something. Riddles?
I'm not to myself today, but what is this riddle again?
You left me behind, though I followed you still. You forget me, but I remember everything. What did you abandon? I'm thinking on the lines of shadow. At the
But
very
it's
least,
it's
Time?
abandoning something.
Maybe time.
I'm trying to reconcile the I remember everything. What's that? Like that doesn't a shadow doesn't really take
Left
that
me
part of it
behind,
into account.
though I followed you still.
well, it could be memories. Because we're seeing memories as before I approached the mirror.
You left me behind.
Yeah, you leave memories behind. They're behind you. You're always moving forward.
Your
What does it mean
past.
that I followed you still, though?
Yeah. Well, your memories always stay with you.
True.
And
Hit
dreams.
me, but I remember everything. No.
Dreams. Childhood dreams. Because those are they always stay in the back of your head. Oh, I wish I could have done this. And you have a tendency to,
Regrets?
Who
yeah,
has
regrets
a cup?
too. Yeah, there's a couple things that it could be.
Who
I
has the
like
cup?
the dreams thing too. I do like that.
Who has the cup? One of you has the cup.
Give me the cup.
I hand over the cup. I think I have it.
I pour a little bit of something in there, and then I take a drink while staring at the mirror.
As these another recurrence of the same two gentlemen seated at the bar sharing a drink, and something flash of silver, and one of them stands up, walks towards the wall, and walks through the wall and away, leaving the one gentleman with the cup table. And that vision, that's not in the mirror, that's in your head.
It'd be time.
Time follows you. You
I walk.
forget about-
I step through the mirror, or try to.
Yeah.
So as
Oh.
as this tries to walk into the mirror, you notice it's solid. Like it's more than a door. It's more than a mirror. It feels like you've just walked into a wall. But as you back up, all of the other reflections in the room around the outside all turn to face you.
Ah, you decided to show yourself.
And I'm gonna need you to make a sorcery save.
These are I love sorcery saves.
everybody or just
Just this.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so as you you feel a pull on yourself, but then you're able to maintain whatever it was tempting to take away from you.
I give Fakroon back the cup. And you see me pull my hammer out and get ready to square up on this door.
What did you see, Dis?
I think the person who took the client's shadow. I think I'm gonna knock. Any objections?
I have no
I'm not-
objections to it.
I'm gonna
Okay,
try.
Give it a try.
I'm gonna try something first. I'm gonna walk right up to the thing, not touch it, and say, "Memories and dreams. I always leave them behind, even though they follow me. I always forget them, but they remember, and I always abandon them."
And with a click and a turn, one of the wheels makes an audible click and a thunk and stops.
That's
Turn.
interesting.
The other two continue to turn.
Oh, each line is a separate wheel.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Smart
Shadow.
kid. Let's go.
Shadow. I say shadow. You left me behind, though I followed you still, my shadow.
As you look and see, you
True.
see the one that moved when you said memory. It doesn't. It shows you your past, some of your past lives, some of your own past life, and then it fades and goes right back to being a mirror.
But does that wheel keep rotating?
The other two wheels are continuing to turn, but the one has stopped.
Okay. So now I say, I left you behind, though you followed me, my shadow.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Freaky. Regret?
Oh,
No.
terrible at riddles.
I think it has something to do with time. You left me behind, though I followed you still.
So it was
We try
dream, but
memory.
cut the one gear down, right?
Yeah, one was memory.
That was memory.
Okay, so we did do
Eyesight.
memory.
No.
Hope.
I love that. So we're
Hope is
trying
the
to solve the
person that people
second
abandon.
riddle and the third riddle, correct?
Well, it all
And you
depends.
tr-
Memory
Okay.
fits both number one and number two.
And so did memory stop one? Was that the one that stopped the first one? Or was it dreams?
That stopped, or the middle, or the inner ring?
Wait a minute. What about if it has to do with time? What about the past? Did you abandon it?
That could be good for number 2.
What did I abandon? The past. I say out loud.
The ring continues. The other 2 rings continue to turn.
The first thing most
Not
people
me.
abandon is their hope.
Yeah, I like that one. This.
That's
Hope.
what did I abandon? Hope.
The other 2 continue to turn.
Third.
Your soul? No.
What did I abandon? Childhood.
Innocence?
Innocence.
Youth.
The other 2 continue to turn.
I try stepping back and have someone else step forward and see if the image changes, see if the riddle changes.
I'll back up as well.
So who wants to step forward?
I'll step forward.
As
I've
Ka,
been, I've been meat shielding anyway.
as Ka steps forward, you see a vision of yourself, but not yourself. Doesn't quite mimic you, but in a voice half your own. Says, I know what you see when you close your eyes, but not who you say you are. I shrink when you lie, and I grow when you speak true. What am I?
I know what you see when you close your eyes.
Darkness.
A pupil? An eye pupil?
Your true self.
No.
It's who you really are.
I know what you see when you close your
Conscience.
Your mind.
Mind's eye.
Yeah, conscience. Nothing with that.
That's your answer?
Yeah.
As you say conscience, you feel something happen with your throat, and your voice has been reversed. Not only does the Moo Man have few words, now he's totally and unable
Yeah,
to speak
that's what he said.
coherently.
Yep.
You got some David Lynch shit popping off right here, dude. Seriously. I love that.
I know what you see when you close your eyes. Your heart? When you speak true, I shrink when you.
Hallucinations.
Darkness? Yeah, when you close your eyes, all you see is darkness. But not who you say you are. Dreams? Dreamscape?
What you would like to?
Yeah, I was thinking dreams too, maybe.
Yeah.
But I shrink when you lie. Lie down. But then that true thing makes me like, I don't know. There's something like where there's yeah.
Your soul? No. I would say it would be, I would try the word soul.
Barcoon steps forward. I know what you
Yes.
see. I know what you see when you close your eyes, but not what you say you are. Shrink when you lie, and grow when you speak true. What am I?
A soul.
The ring slows,
Reputation,
slows,
honor.
Your
and
wiki.
just chunk and stops. You have to think about it. Definitely have to think about it.
I'll be honest with you, I just took a wild ass guess.
Sounded good to me. Hyperborean.
Well, Daglin, you're up.
Good
Next
Lord.
up.
All right.
Smash it.
We're gonna go up there with this damn cup. I'm gonna fill it full of some wine. Also gonna reach into my pouch and grab a couple golden lotus leaves. Pop me in a little chew.
As you come in, you see a reflection of not the man that you come to see in the mirror, but the man that your father wishes you were. Noble, upstanding,
Expectation.
and he says, and you hear your voice say to you, say the thing you most wish were untrue. Say it where you can hear it. Say it so the door can too.
So this is way too much introspection for Daglin. Usually he has to do this with his therapist, but this is Myth's Mirror is definitely freaking him out.
What do you wish was better about your tongue?
My hair was thicker, maybe. I don't know.
Definitely that.
That I kept
Sing. Definitely that. Let's see, a hit single
It's
would
the
be
door
wonderful.
that you suck at
Say
music.
it so the door can too.
That's true. Yeah. I wish
Say
I
this
wasn't as bad at music as I am.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you yourself are your own harsh critic, but I concur.
As the
I'd expect that.
as the wheel
It does
continues
suck.
continues to turn, it slows and stops.
Good job, Bob. Good job, Bob.
The mirror doesn't respond, but the door begins to ripple like water.
I try and push on the dial.
As you push with your hand, it goes through.
Oh, okay, going in.
Following, going in.
Yep, following.
Yeah.
Like a lemming over a cliff.
As you all go through, you hear from behind, even silence is a kind of lie. And with that, 9:30, let's take a break, refresh some drinks, and we'll get into the next half when we come back.
God damn you with those riddles, too. The one
were
guy that loves the riddles doesn't show up tonight. We're like,
Trevor
fuck.
hates them.